The boy picked up a piece of bread. He was about to hide it in his clothes when a man stopped him. Seeing how pitiful the boy looked, the man couldn't bear it. He bought the bread for him, but in truth, the man could barely support himself. They sat together on the steps outside a building. The boy ate hungrily. The man sat beside him in silence. Later, they went to the river to wash up. When the man saw the bruises all over the boy's back, his heart sank. That night, the man let the boy sleep in his car. They looked up at the stars and shared their feelings. But the next morning, the boy was gone. So was the man's money. The shock triggered the man's heart problem. His dog rushed to him, reminding him to take his medicine. Even a dog seemed more grateful than a person. After resting, he and the dog continued on their way. He had no plans to go home, not because he didn't want to, but because he no longer had a home. He had dropped out of school young and started working. Through hard work, he got married and had a child. He thought life would stay peaceful. But one day, a checkup showed he had serious heart disease. He could not afford surgery. He relied on medication to survive. When his wife found out, she quickly filed for divorce and left with their daughter. The man wandered the streets, lost in thought. He passed a convenience store running a lottery. Curious, he gave it a try. To his surprise, he won the grand prize, a family hot spring trip. He smiled bitterly. There was no family left, only himself. Looking at his dog, he made a decision to take one final trip with his only companion. So he packed up his small car and hit the road. On the very first day, he ran into the boy. Later, he went to a scrapyard, hoping to trade some items for money. But the owner said they were worthless. The man called some old friends, but none were willing to help. Then he noticed his dog was in pain. The scrapyard owner rushed them to a hospital. Thanks to quick treatment, the dog survived. But before he could celebrate, he received a huge medical bill. The man begged the owner to accept his things as payment. Feeling sorry, the owner finally agreed. The little money left was barely enough to cover travel costs. After thanking the owner, the man and his dog hit the road again, continuing their journey toward the place of their dreams.